Welcome everybody. My name is Nicki, Lanauze, the wellness technician here at Pinellas County. Today we have an awesome core workout for you guys. All you need is a mat and one dumbbell, and you'll be good to go. We do have a 30-minute workout in store for us today. So what we have is we have 4 rounds. Each round is going to be 8 exercises. So we have 2 exercises. We're going to go 1 to 2, 1 to 2. We'll do that for 8 rounds, 30 seconds of work, 15 seconds of rest. And so let's go ahead, we'll get started. So when you're ready, just standing up nice and tall, roll those shoulders down away from your ears, waking up. Nice big inhale, pull up, exhale, roll, release down. And we'll do one more. Reaching those arms out, just swing them out wide. Maybe giving yourself a nice big hug, maybe you need it today. But as we get started, just do a quick self-body scan, check in head to toe, see how you're feeling. Honor any aches and pains. If you need to take any modifications I give you, feel free to lower down that intensity a little bit. All right, and when you're ready, we're just gonna go ahead, inhale, reach those hands all the way up. Right hand grabs left wrist, pull it over to the right side, feel a nice stretch. Inhale back to center, reach, pull it up and over to the other way. So we're just gonna go back and forth, waking up that spine and that side-to-side motion. Think about lifting up and out of your hips over to the side. And one more pull. All right, beautiful job. Bring it back to center. Just bend your knees forward, fold all the way down. Let your head hang heavy. Right hand plants in between those feet, twist, reach it up. And plant that left hand down, right leg straightens, right hand reaches up, twist, and plant it down. Going back to that first side. Switching, and one more time on each side. Trying to stack those shoulders on top of each other. And meeting in that forward fold, just slowly roll it on up, head and neck. The last thing to come up, rolling those shoulders up at the top. All right, so let's get ready. Our first round of 30 seconds. Exercise 1 is gonna be a good morning. You can do this with or without weight. So option 1, hands are gonna cross over your chest, feet are about hip width apart. Take a nice big inhale, push your hips back, long flat spine. Exhale, stand back up. Exercise 2, we got a wood chop. With that weight, feet are about a little bit more than shoulder width apart. We swing back. Exhale, twist up and over to the side. All right, getting ready for that good morning. 3, 2, 1. Inhale, hinge over. Exhale, push, press it up. So soft bend in your knees. Think about a nice long spine. Gaze is following that movement. So at the end, gaze is about a foot or 2 above those feet. Flat back. A strong back body leads to a nice tight core. So it's not all about those crunches. 3, 2, 1, 15-second rest. We're gonna get ready for that wood chop. So widen out those feet. Weight's gonna swing past your hips, slight bend in those knees. We're gonna twist, reach it up. Notice that full extension through my leg, ankle, hip. All right, inhale, sweep back. Exhale, reach it up. Inhale back, exhale, reach. The further you keep that weight away from you, the more of a core challenge it is. If it's a bit too much, try to bring that weight a little bit closer towards that chest, that torso. Good. 10 seconds. Pivoting on that right foot, reaching up and over to the left side. 3, 2, 1. Whew, rested. All right, starting to warm up. Breath might be getting a little ahead of me. All good things. We're getting ready for that good morning option. You can hold that weight at your chest. 3, 2, 1. Inhale, hinge over. Exhale, pull, zip it up. Think about using the back of those legs, your glutes, to stand back up. Core pulls in nice and tight at the top. Inhale forward, exhale up. Good, few more reps, 5 seconds. 3, 2, 1, rest it. All right, we got a nice 15-second rest. We're gonna switch to that other wood shop side, all right? So weight's gonna sweep past that left hip. Try to get that weight past that hip. That's where that nice twist is gonna come in. Soft bend in those knees, reach it back, twist it up. It's almost taking a mini squat here. Soft bend in those knees. Reach back, exhale, push. Reaching that weight far to the right side. Last few reps, 5 seconds. 3, 2, 1. Rest it. All right, getting into that third round. Good mornings. Weights up at that chest. 3, 2, 1. Inhale, hinge forward. Exhale, pull, zip it up. So think about lifting up and out of your hips. Reaching the crown of head towards the top of the mat. Long spine, shoulders pull back behind you. Five seconds. 3, 2, 1. Rest it. All right, we're just going back to that first wood chop side. Weight sweeping past the right. 5 seconds. Big breaths in, big breaths out. 3, 2, 1. Soft bend in those knees. Reach it back. Exhale, twist up and over. As you reach it up and over, think about squeezing that belly button into your spine, engaging that transverse abdominis, that nice sheet of muscle that wraps all the way from the back of our spine through the front, like that inner corset. 5 seconds. 3, 2, 1. Rest it. All right, crew. We're going back to that good morning. Weights at that chest, feet about hip width apart. Roll those shoulders down and back. Stand up nice and tall. Inhale, hinge forward. Exhale, pull, squeeze it back. Good. Using that breath to generate that motion. Last round of these deadlifts. Good mornings. 3, 2, 1. Rest it. All right, crew, we just got to finish that 30 seconds on that right side with those wood chops. And we get a nice 45-second rest, all right? Big breath in, big breaths out. 3, 2, 1. Sweep it back. Exhale, reach it across. So life happens more than just in one direction, that forward and back. So training our core in all different directions, twisting side to side, leads us to a nice, strong, healthy core. 5 seconds left. 3, 2, 1. Beautiful job, crew. Go ahead, grab some water. We're moving on to our next exercise. Our next exercise is, you don't need any weight. We're gonna go ahead, drop it down onto the mat. We're gonna start in a tabletop position. So hands are right below those shoulders, knees right below our hips. Pull that core into your spine. Nice flat back, as if you're trying to hold a nice drink on that low back. We have alternating bird dog. So finding balance here. We reach, kick out, right arm, left leg, bring it back in. Exhale, reach, bring it back in. Goal is not to let that hip drop. Second exercise, we tap, knees lift up, hover tabletop tap side to side with that shoulder tap. Getting into those alternating bird dogs. Inhale, reach, exhale, pull, release it back in. Inhale out, exhale, release. So think about kicking that wall back behind you as you reach forward. Gaze is right at those hands, top of the mat. 3, 2, 1, rest it. All right, so we got that hover tabletop, tapping our shoulders side to side. All right, so lifting those knees up, curl under those toes, tap, tap. Just like that first bird dog exercise, we're working on not letting those hips tap side to side. Core is pulling in tight. Keeping that drink level on that low back. 3, 2, 1, rest it. Catch that breath. I know that hover hold was a little bit more intense than you were expecting. I know. All right, we're gonna get back to those alternating bird dogs. Hands right below those shoulders. Big inhale, reach, kick it out, squeeze, pull it in. So it's not just about extending those arms and legs out, it's about keeping that core in tight. So it's gonna wanna open, expand up through the ribs and hips, try to squeeze, crunch it in. Just like if you were doing a crunch on your back, but think about a nice tight squeezing core as you reach each arm, each leg out. 3, 2, 1, rest it. Whew. I'm working up a little bit of sweat. Hope you are too. All right, we're back to that tabletop hold. Push into the ground. 3, 2, 1. Curl under those toes, knees lift up high, tap side to side. If you find that you're a little bit wobbly side to side, widen out that stance a little bit. That's gonna help create more stability, tapping side to side. As that opposite hand taps opposite shoulder, exhale, pull belly button into that spine. 3, 2, 1, rest it. All right, we got 2 down, 2 to go of each exercise. We're back for that third round, alternating bird dogs. 3, 2, 1, let's go. Big inhale, reach, exhale, pull it in. So on that exhale, as that knee and hand come in, think about a crunch position, pulling that core in. Being able to hold that core strong as you reach that hand and knee out. 3, 2, 1, rest it. All right, I know it's your favorite one coming up, those tabletop hover shoulder taps. If that shoulder tap gets too much, you can just focus on holding that tabletop hold. 3, 2, 1. Go ahead, grip into the mat, squeeze those fingertips like you're trying to grab into the mat. Curl under those toes, knees lift up, tapping it side to side. Again, if that tap side to side is too much, just hold that nice hover hold. Pulling belly button into spine. It's a third round, you might be getting tired. That drink on top of our hips might be dropping side to side. Focus on that nice, good, stable core. 3, 2, 1, drop it. Whew. All right, nice breath in, nice breath out. One more time each exercise. Bird dogs. 3, 2, 1. Inhale, reach. Exhale, pull it in. Going on this opposite hand, opposite knee creates a little bit of instability in that body. There's instability, it fires up more muscle fibers. 3, 2, 1, rest it. All right, last 30 seconds of work. We got those tabletop holds. Add in that shoulder tap. Maybe you just hold it out. It's your round, last one. We get a nice rest after. When you're ready, go ahead, find that nice position, knees lift up, either staying here or add in that tap side to side. To help take pressure off of those wrists, think about squeezing into the mat, using those big old bear claws, Tips of your fingers might turn white, but that's gonna take pressure off those wrists. We got less than 10 seconds, keep going. 3, 2, rest. Beautiful job, grab some water. We got a nice long rest here. We're moving into that third round, okay, crew? We got plank rock. So we're gonna go onto our elbows. If an elbow plank is too much, you can extend those arms all the way out. So it is up to you. So option 1, plank position. Elbows right below our shoulders. Hips are low, glutes squeeze. We rock forward and back. If it gets too much, knees can always drop. Again, as I mentioned, you can be up high on those hands. All right, exercise 2, we're gonna flip over onto the side. Modified, bottom knee can be dropped, hips lift up. Tap your hips down, lift up. Higher intensity, both legs out. We tap down. All right, let's get ready for that plank rock. Finding your variation. Curl under those toes, hips lower, and rock it back and forth. If it ever gets too much, you can just drop those knees, squeeze hip points into your ribs, and breathe it out. Gaze is right at those forearms. Hands, if you're in that high plank. 3, 2, rest it. All right, flip it over to that right side. Right elbow, right below that right shoulder. Legs in one straight line. If you want to modify, bend that bottom knee back behind. We reach our hips up, tap down. Exhale up, inhale down. You can maybe even reach that hand up. So your hips are gonna wanna push back behind. Squeeze your hips, glutes to push you back forward. Less than 10 seconds. 5, 3, 2, 1. Rest it. All right, flip it back to that center. We got our plank rocks. So I'm gonna show you, if you wanna take it into that high plank, what that looks like this round. All right, let's get it ready. 3, 2, 1. Hands right below shoulders, index fingers are forward. We're in a high plank, shoulders shift forward and back. Again, if it's too much, you can always drop those knees. Hold that nice plank. So we want to find stability before we add in all that extra stuff. Gaze is right in between those hands, keeping up that breath. And maybe you're ready, you can go back to that rock. The last 3, 2, 1, drop it. All right, crew, left side, side plank. Body's in one straight line. Ankles, knees, hips, shoulders. Modify, bend up that bottom leg. Lift up, press it down. So that bottom hip's working to lift up the core. Trying to keep those shoulders stacked, hips stacked. 10 seconds. Smile, it makes it easier, I promise. 3, 2, 1. Rest it. All right, go ahead, flip it back to that nice plank position. Third round, second to last. We're almost there, I promise. All right, my breath's heavy. I'm working up a good sweat. I hope you are too. All right, let's get there. Hands below those shoulders. Nice high plank. And we rock it out. Rocking to the tips of the toes, back to the ball of the foot. Gaze is right at the top of the mat. So if you could see your shoes, your thighs, bring that head up. Think about a nice long spine. 3, 2, 1. Rest. All right, we are back to that side plank. The good news, last time on this right side. I promise we'll never do another side plank on the right side again today. All right, option, both legs can be extended or bend up that bottom. Exhale, crunch, lift up, release. Use that breath to generate that motion. Big exhale up, inhale down. We got 5 seconds left, last few reps. 3, 2, 1, rest it. All right, flip it over. We got that plank rock. One last time. All right, then we get a nice side plank on the left side. Nice long rest. All right, when you're ready. Hands below those shoulders, option onto those elbows. Lower those hips down, rock it out. So a lot of times those hips like to be high in the air because it's easier. Puts a lot more pressure on the shoulders we don't need. So lower those hips down. If you need to, drop those knees, just hold that nice, beautiful modified plank. Hips are releasing forward. Your body's in one straight diagonal line. 3, 2, rest it. All right. Left side plank, left side. All right, feet can be stacked on top. Maybe even one foot stacks forward, creates a little bit more stability. 3, 2, 1, lift it up, tap. Maybe you try that full extension for the last one. Maybe you're just gassed, you can't bend up that bottom leg. Exhale, lift, release. Remember, it's about just meeting your body where it's at. It will get wherever it needs to be. You don't have to force it. 5 seconds. 3, 2, 1. All right, crew, grab some water. We got our last round coming up. The last little bit of work, we're gonna go ahead, roll over onto our backs. You have the option to use a weight. It's completely optional for our first exercise, okay? So finally, we get to lay on our backs. Legs are gonna be extended all the way out. Option 1, higher intensity with that weight. Weight's right over our chest. We're gonna do a big exhale, reach it up and overhead, slow release back down. So modify, no weight, reach those hands up, release it down. So maybe that full sit-up's too much. You can just crunch, lift it up, lifting those shoulder blades up off the mat. Exercise 2, we're gonna bring those legs up, hands out by our side, alternating heel drops. If you're like, Nicki, this isn't enough, you need more, you can do double. If you're like, Nicki, this is too much, you can bend those knees, heel tap, one at a time. All right, let's get ready for that full sit-up. On those leg drops, just make sure that low back is firmly into the mat. We don't want it arching up, so if you can slide your hand underneath, go ahead and modify by bending those knees, okay? Listen to your body and those cues. All right, 3, 2, 1, exhale, crunch, reach up, slow release down. So keep that weight stacked right above that chest. Inhale down. Again, if the weight's too much, you can release it, body weight. If this full lift up is too much, hands come back behind the head, lift those shoulders up. Exhale up, inhale down. 3, 2, rest it. All right, hands out by our side. Lift your hips up, roll your spine out so it's nice and flat. And we got those leg drops. So remember, take any modifications if you need. If you need to bend those knees, let's do it. Legs reach up, drop one heel down at a time. Inhale down, exhale, pull, zip up. If it's too much, bend those knees, heel tap it up. The heel tap is a touch too easy, try to do a double tap. Exhale in, inhale down. Last 3, 2, 1, rest it. All right, we're going back to that second round, starting with those straight legs, roll sit-ups, with or without weight. 3, 2, 1, exhale, crunch, reach it up, belly button pulls the spine at the top, and slowly release it down. Inhale back. Exhale, release, reach up, lift up out of those hips, pull that belly button in, 5 seconds. 3, 2, 1. Release. All right, go ahead. Bend those knees up. Push through your heels. Roll out that spine. Nice flat back. We got those leg drops. All right. Legs reach up. Arms out by our sides. Remember, you can do double or just taking it into those singles. Inhale down. Exhale up. So a lot depends on how low you drop your legs. So if you start feeling your low back inch up when you're low, let's just take that leg drop a little bit shorter, maybe about halfway. Right before that low back, we lose that control back there. So you can always shorten it up a bit. 3, 2, 1, rest it. Big breaths in, big breaths out. The big thing about exercise is matching it to your body. It's gonna look different on each and everybody because we all have different bodies. When you're ready, go ahead, reach those hands up over that chest. Exhale, crunch, lift it up. Maybe add in that weight. It is up to you. Ten seconds. Think about biceps right next to those ears on the reach up. 3, 2, 1. Rest it. All right, let's bring it back. Remember, lift up that spine, roll out one vertebra at a time down to those hips. Hands out by our sides, legs reach up, and let's go into those leg lifts. Option, double or single, maybe bending those knees, heel tap. Going back to that transverse abdominis, like I mentioned earlier, it wraps from that spine all the way around. It's that inner corset. So using that breath to guide that motion, you'll feel it. So big exhale as that leg comes up, knee comes up. Rest it. Big breaths in, big breaths out. All right, let's get it. Last 2 rounds. Reaching those legs straight. Last full sit up, exhale, crunch, lift, reach. Slowly release it down. So on that release down, don't just plop straight down. With control, lower back down. So the crunch up is just as important as that release down. We're fighting gravity, engaging those muscle fibers. Three, 2, 1. Rest it. All right, we're gonna rock on back. Last 30 seconds of work. Remember, plant those feet, roll out that spine. Let's go ahead and lift up those legs. Hands out by our sides. Last 30 seconds of work. We cool it down. You've made it. We're almost there. Let's finish it out strong. 3, 2, 1. Tap it down. Inhale down. Exhale, zip it up. Belly button in and up into that spine. Remember, it's a little tough this last round. Bend those knees. Keep those knees right above those hips. It's gonna be a touch harder. When you squeeze them in, we're releasing some of that tension that we want to see. 3, 2, 1. We made it. Reach those legs towards the top of the mat. Arms up. Take that nice big full body stretch. Big breaths in. Big open mouth exhale. Let it all go. Just take 2 more breaths, just like that. Big inhale. Open mouth exhale. Let it go. 1 more. Big breath in. Big breath out. All right, go ahead, flip it over onto that stomach. Elbows are right below those shoulders. Press into the mat, pull your shoulders down away from your ears. Just feel that nice stretch through the abdominals. Think about pushing your chest forward. And when you're ready, go ahead and release those hands back up where those elbows were. Push your hips back to your heels. Widen those knees out to the edge of the mat. Just take a child's pose. Forehead can rest on the mat. Maybe it doesn't touch. That's okay. And inhale, go ahead, slowly stacking one vertebra at a time. Walk those hands to your knees, roll it on up. Awesome job, you guys, today. Thank you so much for joining me. You crushed it. You did a good job. 30 minutes, and you got that nice core workout in. Have a fantastic rest of your day. Thank you.